Back again. I am back. Live streaming. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Boom. All right, we're in. We're here. We're good. We're having a good time. What's up? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, everyone? How we doing? How we doing? Well, stream has just started. We'll wait as more and more people start to show up, start to arrive. We'll see if the stream bingo card gets fulfilled tonight. Typically it does. And we'll see how it goes. I think we'll have a great time tonight. I really do. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? How are we feeling? It is a Wednesday night, at least where I am at, on the East Coast of the U.S. So, how are we feeling? What's going on? What are the vibes? Cool. 2 minutes in, two people here. That's pretty cool. What can I say? What's up, Emily? Welcome back. How are we doing? I do not have anything near me. Seth? What's up? Eli, hello. What's up? You can't stay for long. You have a crap load of homework to do, but you might pop by again eventually if you survive. Hey, get your homework done. Leave now. Get your homework done, and then if I'm still alive, like you said, then pop back. However, your homework's more important. Gotta say. Timo? Is that it? Timo? Nice shades, man. Really digging the whole fit too. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Astro, I have no idea what in the world you're trying to say. But no. As more and more people are coming into the chat, welcome everyone. Cool, you're a bird. How about that? How did you type that message? Did you peck the keyboard? Did you peck the keys with your beak? IDK, what is happening in this live? So IDK, what's happening here is I'm here to help out, answer any tennis gear related question that anyone may have. That's kind of my little area of expertise in things like tennis rackets, shoes, strings, stuff like that. And when we're not talking about tennis, we're all just kind of like hanging out, talking, having fun, seeing what's up. That's about it, man. That's just kind of what we do. That's just kind of what we do here. So if you would love to stay around, I would love to have you. If not, I get it. And if you decide to swipe away, I hope you have a great rest of your day, man. I really do. Jerry. Excuse me. Jerry, no. No, I will not. I can't. How do you turn back into a human? What are you right now? I would assume you're a human since you typed that message. Yeah. IDK, I don't know what that means. Jerry, what's my favorite sport? My favorite sport is tennis, Jerry. What's your favorite sport? IDK, I don't know what that means. Anthony, no. No, I will not. Shiny, what's up? Beanish, welcome back. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. I started a little bit later than I thought I would have, but that's because my sister had a concert for choir tonight, so I was there for her, and then I got home and I was like, all right, now it's time to stream. So there we go. Jerry, you like basketball? Very nice. Who's your favorite team? Beanish, what's happening? I don't know, man. We just started the stream and it's already however it's gonna go. Bobby, your ceiling is stained, bro. Yes, it's old water stains. That is what it is. Shiny, you don't. I can't means I don't know. Yes, I'm aware, Shiny. I just didn't want to keep saying that as the person's name because the abbreviation was right there. Anthony, I made you sad. Sorry, buddy, but I'm not doing that. Finish awesome. Yep. Jerry said hi again. FL Rat. Why use that color for your glasses? So these are blue light blocking glasses specifically. That's why they have that tint to the lens. Because I'm staring at my phone and my computer, and usually after these streams, I just end up going to bed right away. So these have just helped me sleep, and that's why they have this color and this tint to the lens. Jerry, you like the Grizzlies and Memphis? Very cool. Very nice. Beanish, what time is it over there? Beanish, it is 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am at. What time is it for you? Jerry, I do play video games. Big fan of video games. Have been my whole life. Some personal favorites include Kingdom Hearts. One is Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. I think I'd say those two are pretty close. Very big fan of Sly Cooper. Very big fan of Pokemon. And what else do I have? Mainly stuff like that. But I have a wide range of games, but I enjoy quite a few. I don't know if I have a specific one giant favorite that is overall yet though, just because I like a lot of them. What's your favorite game? What's your favorite game, Jerry? I'm assuming you play video games since you asked the question. Being it's 2:30 p.m. where you're at. Is it the 17th of December or is it the 18th of December, Beanish? Because that is a very important thing here. Because if you're what 7, almost 7 hours behind me, or you're ahead of me, then it's different. Vic, what's up? Right, you said 9 o'clock here. It's 5 in the morning, bro. Why are you up at 5 in the morning, dude? Oh, Firat. I think that's how I say it. I hope. Please tell me if I'm saying it wrong. But no. Why are you up at 5 in the morning, Firat? What's up, man? Vic with the dinosaurs. Okay. Avery loving the glasses. Thanks, Avery. Appreciate it. Jerry, you like COD and Battlefield? Okay, I can see it. A lot of usually if someone likes Call of Duty, they usually like Battlefield just from what I've seen and my friends that I've talked to, so makes sense. Avery's loving the glasses again. Thanks, Avery. Firat, it's 5 in the morning. Alvin, no. Cherry, like COD and Battlefield? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tomato, hello, glasses man. You have returned. Well, welcome back, Tomato. Let's see. All right, cool. Jerry, what do I want for Christmas? Jerry, what I want for Christmas, I just want money to pay off my car because I bought a new car earlier this year, and I'm trying to pay that down as quickly as possible. So that's what I want for Christmas, just money to pay off my car. The other thing I want for Christmas, my mom got me. She got me pants because I needed new pants. I've been wearing the same jeans. I've been wearing the same pair of jeans since I was in high school, which was over 5 years ago. So I needed some new jeans. And luckily my mom's like, all right, that'll be your Christmas present. Great. So I got two pairs. They're upstairs. And I have not got to wear them yet because I just got them like yesterday. Fiat, where are you in the US? I'm on the East Coast, Fiat. Please tell me how to say your name right. I don't want to be rude if I'm saying it absolutely wrong. Fiat. Where are you at, man? Fortnite, what's up? Jessica, hello. Good morning to you. How was my day? My day has been pretty good. I did not have to work today, so I was just doing stuff around the house. I was cleaning up a little bit in my room. Still not finished yet because I had other things I was doing. I did my laundry, which needed to be done. I hadn't did that in a while. And as well as I went to the grocery store. I went to the gym because I'm going to get back into the gym, getting back into that routine, just because it's better for my health, and I would like to last and be around for quite a while because life has a bunch of fun things, and I want to do a bunch of fun things. As also because I heard and the I think the statistic is that for men the average lifespan for a male is about 74 and a half years of age before we end up not being here anymore. And so, by that logic, 37 is middle aged, and I'm 24. So, I got 13 years till I'm middle aged, technically. So, I need to get going and try and like preserve myself as much as possible. So, we're back in the gym. I'll be going back again tomorrow, and it'll be a good time. And then I went to my sister's choir concert tonight. I didn't know there was a choir concert. I just ended up going because my family told me. I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, I just got home from there, and then I came here to stream. So a little bit of a busy day, but we're here. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Thanks for asking, Jessica. How's your day going with college and everything? Hi, Kinza. What's up? Jerry, oh cool. Well, good luck with the car. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it. Kenza, you just heard what's up with me. What's up with you, girl? Tomato, the roof, crazy. Jerry, sweet dude, that's what's up. You right. Fortnite, Fortnite, saying hello again. Jerry Pie Man, God bless. See you, Jerry. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Cloudy Gaze, Florida Rat. You think I live in Florida, dude? Nah, I don't live in Florida, man. That'd be crazy. Firat, yes, Firat, keep going. It's a Turkish name. Oh, that's cool. Are you in Turkey right now? Is that where you're from? Because I have a friend that his parents are Turkish, but he lives near where I do, and he's a pretty cool guy. So I'm going to assume, Firat, you're a pretty cool guy too. But what's going on? Do you still live in Turkey? Do you live somewhere else? Where is it 5 in the morning in the world? William, what's up, buddy? Scott, hope you're doing well, bro. You're going to bed early because you've been pulling a few all-nighters lately in your beat. Hopefully you'll have more energy tomorrow. Bro, why you been pulling all-nighters, Scott? What's the logic here? Sometimes they're warranted, sometimes it's valid, but what's the logic here, buddy? But yes, if you are already gone, have a great sleep. By all means, sleep. That is more important. But if you're still here, what's happening? Why you been pulling all-nighters? Jessica, wow, that sounds great. Yeah, I would say it was good. I would say it was a good day. Kinza, nothing much. You just woke up 15 minutes ago. You were scrolling through YouTube, saw you online, so came in and say hi. Well, thanks, Kinza. I appreciate it, especially since you just woke up. That's crazy, girl. That's Jessica. Now you're on holiday till January. You're gonna start again. So gonna be home, cook, clean with your small bros, and then pending sketches for weddings. Here, people mostly get married from November to January, anyways. Okay, I like it. Very cool. Very cool. David, hey guys, replace a 600-pound compressor today. Skip tennis because you're so sore. Yeah, I think that's valid, David. I think you got your exercise today, bro. 600-pound compressor, especially if you were doing that all by yourself, that's insane. Praxina, is Daredevil and Jessica Jones my favorite Marvel show from Disney? I've never seen that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like I just do not watch a lot of TV. Jesse, welcome back, Jesse. How you been? It has been a minute. Jessica, your grandfather passed away last year at the age of 98. Your grandmother is 88 now. Dang, Jessica. He sounds like he had a good life then. I'm sorry that they passed away. That sucks. Going through that sucks. But 98 is insane. That's awesome. Firat, yes, you're from Turkey and you're live in Trabzon and you live in Trabzon, the city near the Black Sea, so it's northwest of Turkey. Very cool, Firat. That's awesome. Never heard of it, but that's awesome that you're there. And it's you never answer me. Why are you awake? Actually, Tiago Daredevil, is that you? No, it is not. Can you please? What's up? How we doing? Jessica, you want to go to the gym, but you can't, so you'll be doing a workout at home. Girl, don't say you're fat. Don't say that. Jessica, throw those words out of your vocabulary. That is a stupid sentence. Don't say that. Jessica, you just wish there was a workout to grow taller. Don't we all? No, Jessica, if you can't go to the gym, best thing to do, as I probably said, just walk. Like get some steps, girl. It's a great thing. I've been doing it more and more recently. It's very fun. You can think very clearly sometimes, and then you can just have a good time. It's not very hard on you, and it's just an easy thing to do. David Firat, you're lucky. There's a Turkish restaurant by your house. You guys eat like that every day. You're so jealous. All right, Dave. Jesse, you've been good. Me, I've been good as well. We're working on uh I've been working on just being more consistent, man. That's that's about it. Doing the live streams every day. I'm coming out and beating sickness, or I'm almost fully done with it. A lot of my voice came back today, and I was happy about that. Very excited. And then yeah, just prepping for next year and trying to still buy last minute Christmas presents because I'm that kind of guy who tends to wait when I probably shouldn't. Need to get better about that. So yeah, David. Oh no, it wouldn't be possible with just one guy. It's a process. A crane gets involved because the air conditioner is up on the roof. Oh yeah, that's that sounds very intensive, labor intensive. Rod, thanks, man. All right, Miss Tiara, hello. I'm looking better today. That's good. Well, thank you, Miss Tiara. Yes, I'm feeling much better as well. David, the compressor is so big and heavy because this air conditioner keeps a big factory cool, a car part factory to be. Oh, yeah, that thing's got to be huge because if it's an entire car part factory, that's crazy. CX, what is that? David, true, bro's looking a lot better. He must be beating that bug. Yeah, man. We're just we kicked that bug's butt. It now, granted, it knocked me down. Like it in one of the rounds, it won. That bell rung. I was just on the ropes, like ugh. But we're back. We're on top, and I smashed that thing. Now, am I fully back to 100%? I don't know yet. We'll see. Am I going to get better? Yes. And that is with everything. Jesse, you have to go. When you read this, you'll be gone. Bye. Well, bye, Jesse. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming back. Let's see. Jessica, yes, you can walk, but you can't run. You can walk 5 hours, 2 hours nonstop. Remember, told you your college is 5 kilometers away. We go by foot, but it's very tough to lose weight. Easy to gain weight, and you've got PCOS. PCOS cyst in your ovary. Oh no, girl, no, that's not good. I'm sorry. That sucks. Oh, that's not fun. Is there any way to help treat that? Because as you can obviously see, I am not a girl, so I don't know what any of this entails or how that goes about. Joel, what's up? Firat, Deep. Actually, we are jealous. Turkey is jealous of Deep because for the economy because their economy is bad and every year it's getting bad. Oh, okay. David Throughout, I promise you, yes, the jobs here might pay more, but nobody has any time, and we can't say it because things are expensive. That's a that's an interesting take there, David. Why do you say in Canada you can't save anything? You're sure you have lots of free time, good quality food, and a simpler life? Trust me, you're blessed in Europe. David, it kind of sounds like you want to go live in Europe. And if you do want to, Remember, you technically can. May take you a while, but you can. If you get tired of Canada and being part of the hat of America, as some may say it. Conscience Trabzonspor. That's the only thing you know about Trabzon. I don't even know what that is, William. So you got me beat. Rotten David loves it. Loves you. He apparently does. David, you wish you could live in Italy? Hey, you can. You can live in Italy, David. There's nothing. There may be something that you think is stopping you, but you can live in Italy. You just gotta like get a plane, apply for a visa. There you go. Italian food all the time, fresh from the source. You just might also need to learn a language. But there's free tutorials on the internet, right? Jessica, you want to visit Dubai? Okay. Very nice. Virat, yes. Trabzonspor is a good team in Turkey. What do they play? What do they play, Firat? Is it a football team? David, but your relatives say the same thing. Firat says they don't get it. A little interesting. Jessica, have I ever watched Bollywood movies? I have not, Jessica. I'm not necessarily a big movie guy. Like, I barely even have watched Hollywood movies. So, me dedicating the time to go and watch a movie, typically not a typically not something that's going to happen. But I respect the art form because movies, a lot of people work on movies and they can be very, very impactful. So I respect them. I just don't watch them that much. Dopa, guys, if you live in Dubai, your life will be 100 times more easier. Trust you. Interesting. Just get yeah, yeah, right. Interesting. John, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it. Just good people in Dubai are so disciplined. Interesting. Okay. David, it'd be so peaceful there. You bet. You just have to be okay with making less money usually. If you move to Italy, you won't have to learn Italian because you already know it. David, there you go. You're ready to go. You can you can go to Italy, take your trip, and just like there you go. You have now become Italian or partially Italian. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how the visas work with applying to citizenship and everything like that. The point is that Dubai has no taxes. Interesting. Jessica, you watch movies once in 2, 3 months. Okay. Even if you want to watch. Very nice. Charlie, welcome back. I'm doing good, Charlie. We had a good day today. We're powering through. We're having a great stream. Happy and fun to hang out. And we're just having a good time. That's about it. Not too much else going crazy. David, you imagine is expensive. You think the Dubai dollar is worth way more than the American dollar? Interesting. I don't know. Let's see what the exchange rate is. Yeah, so David, one United States dollar, it says, is equal to 3.67 United Arab Emirates dirham. That is what it says the exchange rate is right now. What kind of skill set is needed in Dubai? You can't go there and be a waiter or a McDonald's cashier. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've not looked into Dubai. I've heard of Dubai, but I've not looked into Dubai at all. Yahia? Did I say that right? Please tell me if I said that wrong or if I said that right. I don't want to be rude. But hello, how are you? Virat, you would love you would want to live in the U.S. by the way, because U.S. like Istanbul, Istanbul is so big city and too many different people are there. So Virat, you would want to live in the U.S. because you want to live in the city so you can meet so many different types of people. I think that's what you were trying to say. Tell me if I'm right or tell me if I'm wrong. David, real estate might be big in Dubai, you imagine? Probably. Real estate's big everywhere, I think. Jessica, did you know, Brody, here where you live, when a couple gets married, the husband moves to his wife's place? I did not. I did not know that was part of tradition that the husband moves in where his wife is. Dubai's billionaires prefer real estate assets. Okay. There you go, David. Proof of concept. Tessera, day 6 of asking me to juggle. Sorry, Tessera. Day 6 of it not happening. But no, David. So when will we be expecting you to be coming live from Italy when you move there? Come on, bro. What are we doing? And you have it in one village. There's a tribe as well where a wife can have many husbands. What? Hold on. Explain, please. What is this? What do you mean? David, don't be talking like that. Don't think that Italy is out of reach for you, sir. You can do it. You it is not impossible. It may take a while, but you can get there, especially if you want to do it. Don't be selling yourself short. We don't take that here. Where are you from, Jessica? Uh, yes, a tribe in Arunachal Pradesh. Interesting. David, you'll probably spend your life in Canada. But if you don't want to, David, if you want to live in Italy, go live in Italy. If you're not for Arabic people, it is legal. They can take 3 wives. Really? Huh. That's an interesting. Is that a Firat? Is that a religious thing or is that just like a legal thing? Karen's, you're back now. Am I feeling better? Sorry to bother you. Karen, you're not bothering at all. Thank you for being here, Karen. It's been a while since you've been here. But yes, I am feeling better. I don't know if I'm back to 100%. However, I will be getting better. Let's see. Mammoth never smoked. Can't say anything. Anthony, morning from the UK. How's the day been going? Anthony, the day has been going pretty good. It was a day off work, so I was doing stuff I needed to around the house, doing adulting things that I'm just like, ugh, have to do, but don't necessarily want to do. But then towards the latter half of the night, I went to the gym. That was fine. I went to my sister's choir concert because I didn't know there was a choir concert until my parents and my family told me about it. And I'm like, oh, well, guess I'm going to that. And then now we're here streaming. We're having a good time. So that's how my day's been going, Anthony. How's your day getting started in the UK? Jessica, do I do gardening? I do not. I have never been a fan of gardening. I've never thought it was a. I have never liked it because you had to be outside. You had to get your hands dirty. You had to deal with all that soil. Not for me. Really, really did not care for gardening when my mom tried to force me to do it and help her do with her gardening. Was not for me. And Jessica, it's a tradition thing. Okay. David, it'd have to be a retirement thing, Lowell. You can't go back there without lots of money. David, it doesn't have to wait till retirement. You could probably figure it out if you really wanted to do it. I think you could pull it off within the next 5 years. Now, I don't know your situation, but I think you could pull off a move to Italy within 5 years. Just saying, buddy. I think you could. Mammoth all talks about what? Jessica, what's a quiet concert? Oh, I said it's not. It wasn't a quiet concert. It was a choir concert. So it was a singing concert for my sister who is in a choir. Karen, Karen, awesome. You're so nice person to chat with on here. Other people you used to chat with on here, the people were mean to you. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. Nah, Karen, we'll be cool. Dopa, it's permissible to take 4 wives at once phone. What? Okay. David, Farhat, you feel that Turkish kebab is better than Arabic? You guys use more good seasonings. There's nothing like doing some peaceful yard work. Yeah, there is, David. Literally anything else I could be doing. Peaceful yard work to me does not no. That is not a thing. That is why I am very much a-okay with living in an apartment because I don't have to do that stuff. The complex has to do that. I don't want to deal with it. It's a to me, it's a waste of time. I don't care for it. Taryn, what's up? Welcome back. I've been seeing the streams, as you know. I've been watching. You're an amazing piano player. You will do very well. Congratulations and keep doing the streams. Very very nice. Man, hey man, do I watch the UFC? No. Never really got into watching fights all that much. Like every so often I'll watch boxing, but it's old boxing. It's not anything new because I just don't want to watch like a pay-per-view or anything. I'll just find YouTube videos of old like Muhammad Ali fights or anything. Stuff like that if I ever watch a fight. Anthony, work at 9 till 5. By the way, you're a car mechanic? Hey man, car mechanics always needed. You're doing a great service, Anthony. I know I don't want to do it. Jessica Choir, yep. Beautiful. Well, thank you. She appreciates it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Even I don't understand that comment about deaf guys. David, I'm sure you could, lol. I'm sure you could, lol, but man, you'd be getting paid a lot less there. However, you also may not need as much money, David, because you're in a different country. And that's something you're probably going to have to you're probably going to have to weigh the pros and cons of because you'd be living over in Europe. So don't say you can't do it until retirement because you technically can. And if you want to go, might as well try it, David. You're about 30, if not already 30. So you still got time. Might as well try it out. And if you don't like it, you can just come back to Canada. Don't understand. You're just okay. If you're not in the time of profit, it would if I was going to treat them all equally, you could have taken three, but it's not for pleasure. Okay. Well, what city in Italy do you want to live, David? Tarrant, thanks, bro. You're enjoying them, and then your piano wants to cut up. Hey, what was it? What was it today? You were saying your A flat key was getting stuck, or it was being rude to you, Taryn. So my thought was when you said it was getting stuck, my thought was just like consistently press on the key itself until you just like dislodge whatever's in there because I think you're on a keyboard rather than an actual like full piano. So at that point, just like just keep tapping the thing because maybe something got in there that was sticking, and then maybe absolutely just smashing that key for a little bit would help bring it back to what it was. David, nice. Anthony, you work 8 to 4. Nice, David. Jessica, your English is not that good. Jessica, your English is amazing. Don't say it's not good. We don't talk down about ourselves here. Don't do that. Your English is great. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Man, bro, check out the top 15 pound for pound UFC fighters and check their storylines and all the fights. It's just awesome. You know what I mean? I don't know what you mean, but interesting to check out. Karen, the people used to call you bad words. Also, mean people hurt your feelings, but you did block the people that were mean to you. Well, there you go, Karen. Now you have no chance of seeing them. Man, that's okay. Driving Force, aloha. What's up? Jacob, do you need special tennis shoes? Yes. There are specific shoes designed to play tennis in. They're typically called tennis court shoes or just court shoes. And by getting these specific shoes, they wrap around your ankle a lot more to help prevent you from rolling it because regular running and everyday shoes, they're great for going forward, but when you try to go side to side or try to go at an angle, especially running, the regular shoe is not stable enough to keep your foot from rolling or to keep your ankle from rolling. So by having an actual tennis court shoe, that helps to lock your ankle in, keep you secure, and help prevent injury as much as possible. So, yes, you do need special tennis shoes in order to not run the risk of going to the hospital and paying way more in hospital fees than you would for one pair of shoes. Sometimes you can get away with it, especially if you're just like starting out in tennis and you're not really moving that much. You're just trying to like figure out how to actually hit the ball correctly. But I'm a very big advocate of making tennis court shoes or tennis specific shoes your first like main purchase or big purchase when you actually start playing tennis more seriously because those are going to be one of the biggest things to help prevent injury that a lot of times get overlooked. Taryn, yes, you're a flat. He was spamming me as like a really loud note from you banging on it all these years. Hey, hey. you've got good use out of it, Taryn. And you might be able to keep using it. I don't know. David, your family is from a place called Brescia, kind of in the north. Well, there you go, David. If your family's from there, maybe, maybe, if you still have some family there, you can go live with them for a little bit. Boom. And then you don't have to live in Canada. You can try out living in Italy, and then if you don't like it, okay, you go back. You go back to the cold, and you go back to saying A and maple syrup. I know, stereotypical Canada talk. I've never been to Canada. I don't know what you guys do up there. And David, if you move to Italy, you may be able to go play tennis and train at the same place Yannick Sinner did, and then you can just be like, "Oh, okay, I can see what he did. I learned from the people that taught him, and boom, even better at tennis." Jessica, okay, bro, so sweet and kind. God bless y'all. Well, thanks, Jessica. I appreciate the compliments. Man, talk about movies. What's my top 5 favorites? Dude, I don't watch that many movies, so the list, I would say number 1 right now is probably Shawshank Redemption. That one's just been like a classic for me since I've watched it. And then the rest of the list, I have no particular order. It's just that Shawshank to me has been like the number 1. But if I had to pick 4 more that I really liked, one of them is Jersey Boys, the story of the 4 seasons. One of them is The Wolf of Wall Street. One of them is Joker, the one with Joaquin Phoenix. And then a 4th one to round out the 5 list. Um, um, I I don't know if I have a 5th one right now. Yeah. I don't know if I have a 5th one. Yeah. I'll leave it with those 4, Mammoth. I don't know if I have a 5th. Dave, what do I think about tennis specific socks like Thorlos? Thorlos are great if you want if you want a sock that is going to help give you more cushion. But if you don't, if your foot does not necessarily require more cushion, or you don't really care, then I don't think you need to get tennis specific socks. I personally have, excuse me, I personally just wear whatever sock I pull out of my drawer over there forever. I I have never bought a tennis specific sock, and I've been playing for about 10 years. Some people swear by Thorlo just because of the extra padding and the extra cushioning. To me, I've never needed it, so it's never been an item that I've gone and purchased. So that's what I say. If you like it, great. Maybe try it. If not, I don't think it matters that much. Firat, I'm sorry, you are live in Canada or the US? Firat, I'm in the US. That's where I live. David or Deep, he lives in Canada. That's why. Wait, I mean, moves to Brescia, Riz is a local girl, marries her, lives there till the rest of your life. See, David, this is what we're saying. You can make Italy work, bro. You just gotta get there. How? What's a plane ticket? What's a plane ticket from Canada to Italy cost? Average price. Okay, so David, looks like you're gonna need between 1,000 to 1,400 Canadian dollars round trip to get to Italy and back. If you're only going to Italy and you're just staying there for a while, you only need, say, cut that in half, you only need about 500 to $700. There you go. You can, you can make it, buddy. Strange, welcome back. How we doing? Why'd you just say manipulate? Man, just for low, cool, cool. Great, good movies. You like them too. Thank, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Strange, how's my cough? It's almost gone. Strange. We're almost done. We're almost done with it. Luckily, finally, yay. But yeah, we're good. We're on the upswing. The sickness is almost gone. My voice is almost completely back to normal. And yeah, that's about it, man. William, cushion sock is greater than a normal sock. You don't know about Thorlos though. Interesting. Okay. Mammoth book his tickets, ship him to Italy. I'm not booking his ticket for him. I'm just saying, hey man, if you really want to do this, we can make this happen. Well, he can make this happen. If he really wants to live in Italy, if he would love to do that, might as well. He's a human. He's a human. He's got free will. He can do it. Jessica, awesome, awesome, Brody. Gotta have breakfast now. Good night. God bless and sweet dreams. And take care. Get well soon. Thanks, Jessica. I appreciate it. Mammoth, you meant the same. You didn't mean to pay for it. Exactly, Mammoth. We're all good. Virat, you have to go. Nice to meet you again. I hope tomorrow or other day we can talk again. Virat, before you go, if you want to be able to talk again, by all means, please subscribe. It would help me out, and then you can get the chance to get notified when I go live. And with us talking again, Virat, and meeting again, I will be going live every day for the rest of 2025. We only have about 14 days left, which crazy to me. However, I'll be going live every day for at least half an hour or 30 minutes every day. So that way you can come to any of those that you'd be able to make it to, and we'll talk again, Firat. If not, I completely get it. But hey, I'll give you the chance. You just gotta show up, man. Man, so what do you do for a living? Trying to introduce yourself. Trying to introduce yourself, buddy. Well, Mammoth, what I do for a living is that I actually work at a tennis retail store and I've been working there for about the last 8+ years. That's kind of been my little shtick. So I've been doing that for quite a while, and that's kind of where the channel came from. Just because I have found that I know a lot about tennis, and especially tennis gear, and just talking to people that have come through the store over the years, I know that there is a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about, or there's misinformation being put around that is potentially hurting people or causing them to get injured from playing. And I didn't like that. So here's the channel, here's me, and as well as I also got certified with tennis rackets and tennis strings, how those work together, how to string them properly, and how to do that. I'm one of like 650 or 600 people in the world that has the certification. And yeah, that's why we're here. That's what I do. YouTube here is just on the side for me to have fun with and just kind of do whatever. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's what I do for a living right now. Preston, I wrote it's been a while. What's up, Preston? It has been a while. How you doing, man? Firat, okay, well, I'll be here, of course. Have a good night. You too, Firat. Have a great day. I know it's getting closer and closer to 6 a.m. where you're at. Attack the day, have fun, and I'll see you next time, buddy. And next time, hopefully, you'll answer me about why you're up at 5 in the morning. Mammoth definitely suits your charm, buddy. Keep it up. Thanks, Mammoth. Appreciate it. You agree 100%. You do great. Thanks. I appreciate that. Isaac, did I watch Jake Paul versus Anthony? No. I don't watch wrestling. No, Jake Paul's boxing. Logan's the wrestling. I don't watch boxing that much. Strange, I'm the goat. Thanks, Strange. I appreciate it. We're working on getting there. We're not there yet. We got a long way to go. Preston, sorry, your internet is dog water. That's okay, Preston. I know very well the tales of dog water internet. I grew up without internet for many, many years. And then when we finally got internet, it was trash. So I know how bad it can be. Mammoth AO? What's up, Mammoth? What are we AOing? Isaac, this Friday night, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua on Netflix this weekend. Well, Isaac, I will say, I cannot watch that because I do not have Netflix. I did not need, I have not ever wanted to pay for Netflix, as well as I did not need to let Netflix suck up all of my time, because I feel like it might if I ever let myself get too far into it. And I was like, there's other stuff I want to do with my life. So at this point right now, Netflix is not for me. So I will not be watching that fight, Isaac. Mammoth, just controversial boost. That's what they do. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mammoth? Controversial boost. Isaac, boo. Ozon, what's up, buddy? How are we doing? What's going on? Mammoth, Jake Paul fights. Oh, okay. Yeah, that whole thing with him bringing Tyson out of retirement, that was crazy. Ozon, you snapped the natty gut after about 4 sets on 4 sets doubles on hard true, but it broke near a knot, man. Wonder what you did wrong. Ozon, if it broke near a knot, was it outside of the? Hold on, let me get a racket to better ask this. Oh. Okay. So, Ozon, where on the rack would you say? So like this racket specifically, the tie offs are underneath the final cross and it's down here. And then the tie offs for this one is up here. Where did it break? Like, was it underneath the cross? Was it in the actual string bed, just closer to one of the tie offs? Where did it actually break? Top knot? Okay, so like if the knot is right here, did it break right next to the knot or was it a little bit further out? Strange, you're gonna be back. Your cousin is calling you. All right. Isaac, do I like Jake Paul or not? I don't know anything about Jake Paul in terms of like how he actually is as a person. So I don't have an opinion on him. Yeah, that's about it. But otherwise, natural gut. Okay. Did you tighten it too hard? RIP Netigut. Ozon top knot. Math. Okay. Ozon pretty much right next to the knot. You mean you did the pre-stretch thing you said to do? Okay. Ozon, what racket did you have it in? Remind me what the racket was, and remind me what the hybrid was. You said it was the RPM Blast and VS Gut hybrid, right? EZO 98. Okay. Pretty much right next to that. Okay. So it was right next to the knot. You only pulled the knot with like a starting clamp and hand tension, right? You didn't actually use a machine. You didn't actually use a machine to, like pull pull on the knot, right? Isaac, will you be here tomorrow night for a live stream? Yes, I will be here tomorrow night, Isaac. VS got 17 mains, probably toward Rev Cross. Ozon, you did not use your Gamma Crank. Okay, perfect. So if that's your machine is Gamma Crank. Hey, so is mine. Very cool. So then if it broke up there near the knot, and the knot didn't break. It was just the string near the knot, right? I just want to make sure that I have the correct information before I think of what it might be. Dixon, why is it so dark in space? Why is it so dark in space if we get light from the sun? I don't know, dude. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in science. Isaac at 8. Typically about 8:30 p.m. Isaac. Ozone, yep, the gut pretty much sheared. Okay. If it's sheared, probably a bad miss hit too many times. Usually if it's a bad miss hit and it's up near the knot, so, especially if it's in like one of these less supported areas, Ozone, then yeah, miss hit is probably what did cause it. However, with the E zone, the knot is which you use the E zone 98. Was the knot for the mains or for the crosses? Was it the knot that it broke next to the natural gut or the RPM? Tearing it because the Earth is a hemisphere that and reflects light like glass. Space is emptiness. Interesting. Okay. Isaac, what am I doing for New Year's Eve this year? I have no clue, dude. I might just be at home and doing nothing because I don't know. I've not heard of New Year's plans or anything from anyone I know, so maybe I'm not invited. So I might just be here streaming for New Year's. We'll see. We'll find out. Alex, old school CX200. Alex, you know whose CX200 this was. Well, you know both of the previous owners, especially with how much lead tape they put on it. Wait, you cannot not a not piglet. Yes, Alex. Yep. The extend to yeah. This one was the extended. I have the other two as well. That I have the lighter one and I have the 95 he used as well over there. Besides this one, he gave all three to me because he's just like I don't need these anymore. And I still have not restrung them, which is probably a bad idea. William, Jesus Christ, the lit tape. Whose racket is that? So, William, this racket used to belong to friend used to belong to two different friends of mine, and it's also the lead tape on here. I don't know exactly what he was trying to figure out or what he was trying to fix, but that's what he did, and I have not taken it off because I just haven't. I haven't really played with this thing that much since I got it, but I definitely need to restring it. He also one-pieced this racket, which I feel like is weird to do, but hey, that's what he did. I also don't know what string he put in here. Ozon, maybe your Fishman's knot up top was not good enough. I don't know if it would if the string itself broke and it wasn't the knot that came undone, Ozon, I don't think it I don't think it would have been that would be my guess. Sometimes sometimes maybe if because of how harsh natural gut can be to put in, if there was even a small kink in the string when you were actually putting it in, that might and then like you said you had that one mishit that was close to it, that could have probably been what set it off. The knot didn't come undone, the string just sheared. Yeah. So my guess is because it was VS Gut specifically, what happened was even as you did the pre-stretch, there was probably somewhere in the string itself that had a kink in it, or it somehow got a kink to where when you were stringing it and you were pulling tension, the kink was just starting to pull apart and unravel. Like Alex was saying, a weak point in the string. Sometimes that is possible, and that is that would be my guess as to probably why it was starting to shred and do what you were saying it was doing in terms of how it broke. So if you still have it and you haven't if you, and you have not cut it out of your racket yet, you might be able to send something to Babolat and see it and see if it was defective or see it or say it was defective and see if they reimburse or if they just get you a new pack of string. But that is but that's one of the very harsh realities of natural gut is just the fact of it's that it's that hard to actually just like do it. It's that hard to use it correctly and to put it in the rackets. That's why even where I work, most guys are not allowed to touch natural gut until they've been there for a while and they're very competent at actually putting it in. So natural I would say maybe if you still have it, maybe you can try with Babolat, but it just sucks that you have to restring the crosses because they're perfect still. Yeah, that's the one bad thing, having it in the mains if the mains don't break. Corpse? What's up? Strange. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks, man. That really does. I'm sorry your cousin's dog just died. That's not fun. Of course, is that mold in the dark corner or in the back rooms? No, it's not mold. The ceiling tiles are old, and it's old water damage. That's it. If it was mold, I would not be living in here. That would be a very, very bad decision. Of course, then I coughed. I did cough because I have been recovering from a sickness. And I'm almost fully done with this cough. Alex, your condolences. Strange. Losing a pet sucks. Been through it. Yeah, it sucks. Strange, he lived a good life in your heart. I bet he did, man. I'm still congested. I don't know, Alex. I might be. I'm not sure anymore. I just want it to be over. Endorsement from Mold Lung? No, not from Mold Lung. Anyways, it felt plush to put gut in the mains, so crisp and it feels like it pockets ball so much. Yes, it does. Like if natural gut with natural gut playing within the mains, very, 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 very plush, very powerful, very crisp, pockets the ball a lot. I know two guys, Tennis Alex being one of them, that they use gut in the mains when they have a pack of natural gut. And I don't understand how they physically get as much power and pace on the ball as they do when it looks like they are barely even trying to swing the racket. I don't understand it. It is it is incredible, and I need to get to that level. Alex, please help. But yes, it is crazy. Alex, God in the mains is the way to go. Yes, I know. I know you believe that, buddy. Maybe that's what I'll put in my racket next. Be like, that'll be the next video. Like, try where to put natural gut. Should you put it in the mains or should you put it in the crosses? And what the difference is. Do I have rackets to do that? I do have rackets to do that. And I have natural gut. Maybe I do it. Strange, you think you're gonna go? Yeah, Strange. Thanks for being here, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the dog died. Go be with the family, man. I said, hey, bro, do you remember Trav and Core YouTube? I do not. Scott, you had to get some pieces to your back. You've been pulling on ours because of relationship issues. You can't shut your mind off at night. Scott, I get it, man. Going through like when I was in my last relationship, just there would be times as well. I never did all nighters, but there would definitely be times where I would be going through it in my head. I was just like, man, what is going on right now? What am I doing? What is this relationship? Where is this heading? What is happening right now? And it's a lot, man. I would if it what helped me, Scott, was also just to get it out of my head was actually writing it down in something and then just like keeping that just to yourself. You don't even have to share it with anyone, but it's getting it on the paper and it's getting out of your head. So that one way you can help with it, or also just like if you already know you're going to be awake for so long, just go on a walk and try and clear your mind with that. If you don't already do that, sometimes it helps, man. But yeah, it relationship issues can be a lot. Of course, man. What guts are we talking about? Like belly guts, small guts? No, we're talking about natural gut tennis string. So technically, cow gut. Oz, hi. I hope you're okay tonight, Brent. You're looking very trendy in your jacket right now. What's up, Oz? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I don't know what trendy means by me being in this jacket, but all right. William Alex Tennis Channel or Tennis Alex 1020? Tennis Alex 1020, not Alex Tennis Channel. Alex put it in the RF. See, the thing about putting it in the RF, Alex, is that I don't have another RF to compare it to. if I'm going to do that video, I would need the exact same racket, which I do have at least 2 rackets. I would have to bust out my old Dunlop SX 300 tours. I'd have to bring those back out. But I but I would want to have the natural gut and whatever other string I use the exact same racket, because then I'm only testing the string, and I'd put at the exact same tension as well, just to give the best answer and the best feel for everything. Show us how you do the pre-stretch and how to de-kink it. It literally took you 45 minutes to do the racket. Most of it was untangling the VS guy. Oh, okay. So Ozon. So if you were if you were spending a lot of time untangling the natural gut, that could have also potentially been one of the things to cause the weak point in the string, because natural gut, as you have found out, it likes to tangle on itself. And if you're not extremely delicate and extremely careful, you may not even notice it, but there may be the slightest little bit of uh, of a kink or it may start to form a slight small weak point in the string itself, and that may have been what caused it to snap on you. So it's very harsh to do. If I do go and make the video for the natural gut in the mains versus in the crosses, I could probably make a short out of doing how to do the pre-stretch, or maybe I include it in the actual video. I'm not sure, but I'd have to see. So just basic gamer crank 6-point machine manual. You use the round post of the machine to pre-stretch it. Okay. Violet, hello. How are you? How we doing, Violet? What's up? Scott, you have a baby, 1.5 years old. It means everything to me, so it made it incredibly hard to leave. And trust me, you've heard the do what's best for a child, but it's hard. You can't do it, but you need to. Oh. Pizza's done. You gotta go enjoy the nice temperatures tomorrow. Scott, you're dropping that bomb and then you're just dipping, man. Bro, that's. Oh no, bro. Scott. That's hard, dude. Be back tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Be back tomorrow, and then we can talk. Then we can talk about this when you're here for a little bit longer. Phoenix, you're still going with the homework. That's insane. I've had those nights though. Homework can take forever, and it sucks. Alex, you have an electric wise tension on your alpha crank. You just end using the machine to pre-stretch tension, but you can still pull pre-stretch. Not as easy. Gut gets nicked pretty easily if you do it manually. Got to be super careful. Gut. Break. Borrow my RF. Alex, you're saying I can borrow. You're saying I can borrow your RF90 for the video? Thanks, buddy. I know it's already strung, but I'll take great care of it. I know it's on your wall, but I'll take great care of it. Violet, Violet, you're doing good. Thanks for asking. Of course, Violet. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's up? What's the story? Who are you? Phoenix, you genuinely think you're staying up all night, bro? Hey, you might be. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it happens. Uh, Alex just laughing. I can borrow that too. Okay, we'll see. Well, how much is stringing costs at where I work? So, William, the stringing cost where I work is $20 for the labor, and then the price of string is added onto that. But say you have your own string, or you have your own, yeah, you just have your own string. You just pay the $20 for the service, and then tax is added on to that. So the cheapest you'll typically get a restring for at where I work, if you bring your own string, is like 20 is about $22 with tax and whatever. The most expensive, you're probably looking at over 80 uh if you use natural cut. Alex, and it's not an RF90, it's an Encode 6190. Thank you for the clarification, Alex. Violet stream hopping while you stream as well. Nice. Well, thanks for hopping on into this one. Appreciate it. How long you been streaming for? Because you're already almost at a thousand subscribers, so you're getting closer and closer to being able to get monetized and start making money. What's up, Tony? Hey man, when you have questions or info you can't reach you, so you need to have an email or something. Tony, I have an email. It's in the YouTube channel. Ah. If you go to my channel and you click the description and you click on the description of the channel, it'll have the email you can reach out to me at. Phoenix, it's the end of the semester, so we're going hard on work. You have 4 projects, 2 tests, and 6 normal assignments. Jeez, girl. That's crazy. Uh, Gentlemen, hello. How are you? Puro 98 or VCore 98 for flat shots. I personally would say I personally would probably say Pure Aero 98 for flat shots, specifically because it has the extra cross, so it's a 16 by 20 instead of the 16 by 19. Whereas the normal V core is the 16 by 19, so it has a little bit more access to spin and power. So if you're wanting to be a little bit more controlled and have a little bit more flat, I would probably lean towards the Pure Aero 98 in my experience, in my opinion. That's what I would say, the Arabian gentleman. Hope that helps. William, take a wild guess, Brody. How much stringing costs in Indonesia? Let's see. Uh, well, I will say in Indonesia, stringing cost. Am I doing just the labor or is this including the string? I'm going to assume it is just the. I'm going to assume it is just the labor cost, but Tony said $40 just the labor. Well, you guys can only get like L2s from what you said, so it's not as common. Yeah. I'm probably going around where Tony's going, probably like $50 for the labor. That'd be my guess. Or 50 Indonesian dollars. I don't know what the Indonesian currency is. Tony, you haven't tried Grab Snake or Torbite, but you wonder which one would be better in your pro staff for the same. Maybe you'll put in a Dynam and you did not see an email, you looked. What? What do you mean? It's right there. Let's see. Let's do this. Tony, if here, I will put it in the chat. Let's see. Yeah. Tony, that is the email in the chat. If you look in the description as well, if you look in the description as well for any of the actual long form videos that I post, that email is in there. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the description in the video. So you can always find it there too if for some reason you lose it from being in here. Tony 50 close $4 for labor. Bruh. 4? You should have known. We should have known, Tony. We should have. God, not sure how I missed it. I don't know. I don't know, dude. YouTube can be weird at times. Like for some reason, I'll try and see if other YouTubers have like an email address on their thing, and then it'll ask me to like verify I'm not a robot, and then it still won't show me an email address. And so I'm just like, I don't know, dude. Ozon, bro, just imagine if you got paid $4 for stringing a racket. Well, I don't get paid for stringing a racket. So like what with how my job specifically is structured at my work, I don't get paid a commission based off stringing, but when I used to, it was less than that per racket. So I can understand it. I can see it. Tony, if you figure ridiculous expensive or super cheap like some things in Asia, okay. Crowbar, you can double check if I was a robot too. Why is that, Crowbar? I was on even if you shrink 2x per hour, it's $8 an hour. Excuse me. I know, dude, it's crazy. Crowbar says golf is greater than tennis. I would disagree, sir. But that's my opinion. And you have yours. Tony, Prince has some good frames. You'd like to try a couple new ones? See, I'm curious about Prince, but I also just don't want to pay to demo them personally. And where I work, we don't have Prince. So I'd be curious to try Prince. I have heard both good and bad things about them, but I have not played with them enough to have my own opinion. But I'd be very interested, and especially if I don't have to string the Prince racket, I could just get to play with it. Then it's even better because I do not want to be stringing Prince O ports if I do not have to. Those things, I mean, like I understand how to do them and I know how to do them, but it's not fun. Tony, you thought I was an alien because you rather watch the movies or goes out, etc. His alien name would be Wydorb. Dude, Tony, my friends over the years, they have come up with so many fun and different ways to say my name. They've just some of the ones that have come up before. One was Bordy, Bordy. They came up with that one. They really like that one. One of them came up with Rody B. You came up now with Wydorb. Another one came up with Doctor Boy, and this one not really playing with the letters of my name. This one was just kind of a different thing entirely. But a lot one of my other old friends, they used to call me Broduscus, and that one always kind of stuck with me. But yeah, there's so many different ways you can mix and match my name that my friends have come up with over the years. It's like y'all are way more creative about this than I ever was or am. Tony, you like the thin beams, old school? Nice. Phoenix, bro, you were searching up an answer for your bio homework, and apparently Google decided it asked too many questions on it. It kept asking me if you were a robot. That's crazy. Alex, you can try my Prince Michael Chang long body. Okay. Tony, no, you don't want to fool with the weird Prince frames anymore, just traditional. Okay. Ozone, you can't go wrong with the Prince Diablo, a thin beam. Okay. Alex, the little Diablo 2's Xavier Melissy's old racket. Janito, hello again. Welcome back. How am I today, sir? I'm doing good, sir. We had a great day. Well, we had a good day. I don't really know what a great day entails yet. I gotta figure that out. But we had a good day. Did some stuff around the house. Wasn't at work, but got some stuff done that needed to get done. Yay. As well as we're here. We're having a good time. Great stream. I ended up going to my sister's choir concert that I didn't know was happening tonight until my family told me about it. So I was there. And yeah, now we're here. We're having fun. We're streaming. That's about it. How are you doing, Janito? I was on Brody equals Ybroad. See, there's a new one from Ozon. Alex Low Broduscus. We were bringing that out on Tuesday. You can. Good luck. I'm not gonna hate on Brodus because I've been called that's probably the one that's been with me the longest. Yeah, I think my friends started calling me that back when I think we were all like 9 or 10 when I got that nickname Alex. Let's see. Phoenix, you have an early rehearsal tomorrow. Oh, not early release. Good luck. Taryn, what are my pastimes? You seem to have none. Well, except tennis. Well, Taryn, some pastimes for me. One is music. I'm a very big fan of music. Very big. Very big fan. I'm also a very big fan of musical theater. I enjoy being in theater. I enjoy performing. It's very fun for me. I found that love and that passion in high school after I was in my first show, which was Aladdin Junior, so like a kid's version of the show Aladdin. And the only reason I did that show was because when I was in eighth grade, uh, when I was in eighth grade, that was the show that my class or my group took a trip to see on Broadway. Funnily enough, Aladdin was the very first show on Broadway I saw. I was hooked. It looked amazing. I was like, this is awesome. And then my school happened to be doing Aladdin Jr. that summer as the summer show, and kids could be in that weren't in high school. So I was like, oh, I'm doing this. And so I did it, and I've never looked back. I've had so much fun with theater, very greatly enjoy it. So there's theater, there's music, video games every so often. I don't play those as much anymore, but I do play them. Very fun pastime. Uh, every so often, I'm starting to work more and more on reaching out to people and reaching out to friends to go do something. I actually did bump into an old friend of mine that I saw tonight at my sister's choir concert. I hadn't seen in a while, and him and I are getting lunch tomorrow. And so that was cool. So I'll be seeing him around noon. which very cool, very fun. And yeah, those are probably like the big ones right now. Janina, thanks for asking. Oh, and Taryn, at some point, sometimes I also like to read, especially like self help or self development or just personal growth. Very, really big into that. Ozon Brody equals B Rody. See, I've got that one before too, Ozon. Em, we really talking tennis up in here? That's right, Em. You know it. Tony sent a picture of the pro staff. That's an overwrap on the grip. Okay, I will look at that here in a second. William, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. This is one this is one string job in Indonesia. So many zeros for so little value. 50,000 Indian, not Indian, Indonesian currency. That's insane, buddy. Yeah, with so many zeros, that is insane. But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. It means a lot. Because like, yeah, that's awesome. Taryn, oh yeah, I remember. Nice. I think it's something how we find our passion when we're kids. Taryn, I think if someone's able to find their passion as a kid, I think they're very lucky to have been able to find that because there's many people that I believe don't have that opportunity. But I'm very glad that I found things that I liked and enjoyed when I was younger, and just because I've been able to pursue some of those now as an adult and throughout my childhood and my teenage years. So it's very cool, and I'm very glad and very lucky to have been able to do that. Hyper, did I research any of the things we spoke about last stream? No, because I don't remember what we were talking about, if I'm honest. Ozon, what would it take for me to get paid 50 grand US dollars for a string job? Uh, I would probably need a lot more certifications or like the professional stringing level certification to string on the professional tour throughout the world. And I would probably need to be a personal stringer for a professional. That is what my guess would be, Ozon. But if someone's gonna pay me 50 grand to string a racket for them, I'm not gonna complain, bro. What do you want? You want natural gut? You want Kevlar? I mean, I don't like string Kevlar, but for 50 grand, I'll string Kevlar in your racket. I'll do it. I've done it for less. Personal stringer for Ben Shelton since you already have an E-Zone t-shirt. Ben Shelton, Naomi Osaka, Madison Keys. Anyone else that's using the E-Zone? It could work. I could see it. ER, what's up? How we doing? What's going on? No, I am not in prison. If I was in prison, I would not be able to stream. Context clues. Phoenix, this is the most tennis stream you've been to. And hey, this isn't even that much tennis. Phoenix. There's been others that have been even more. Are those red light blockers? Not red light, they're blue light blockers. ER, does that TV work? If it was actually plugged in, it would. But right now it doesn't. It's not plugged in, and I don't think I have the cords with it, just because I really don't watch TV at all. AJ, you're not in love with me. It doesn't matter how handsome and seductive you look, it won't work. That's okay, AJ. You don't have to be in love with me. I know most people in the world probably won't be, and that's okay. Weston, what's up? Welcome back. All right, so what we will say is that uh, I will be streaming for the next 20 minutes. I will hit the 2 hour mark, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. So final 20 minutes, and the uh, I'll give a few time warnings before we get to the end as well, just in case anyone does have questions or anything. So when am I going to buy a good PC for better streaming? Uh, I mean, I'm not streaming on my laptop, so I don't know, dude. We'll figure it out. I think I've been doing good for right now with what I have, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Lobster, what are we getting into tonight? Well, Lobster, what we're getting into tonight, we are typically here to talk about tennis, whether that be about tennis equipment. That's kind of my area of expertise with like tennis rackets, shoes, or anything like that. Sometimes we talk about tennis, sometimes we don't talk about tennis. When we're not talking about tennis, we're just kind of hanging out, having fun, having a good time. So that's all about it, man. Not too much else. Weston, call you Ava. Is that your actual name, Weston? Is that your actual name, Ava? AJ, reverse psychology won't work on you either. I'm not trying to reverse psychology you, AJ. I'm just stating fact. William, do I know Ulrike Agari? WTA player with 88 pounds, Luxilon 4G on Wilson Ultra. That's the highest tension. What's the highest tension I've ever strung? Nothing like that. Like, I personally probably would not even string at 88 pounds. That sounds awful. Like, that sounds like you're going to break your arm. Uh, but she's a professional. It works for her. Works for her. The highest I've ever strung a racket at, I think it was close. I think it was close to 70 because it was an old Prince racket, and the range I think was like from 55 to 70 pounds. So I think I think it was very close to 70. Taryn, you think most people find what they love when they're young, but they just get distracted with life or peers, but you're blessed to still do what you love? I could see that. R3, what's up? I don't know who you calling Lil, but what's up? Ozon, have you tried Red Lobster biscuits? So good. I have not, Ozon. Ava, your real name is Ava, okay? Ava, if I forget, please just remind me. I will do my best to remember your name is Ava. Just give me a just give me like a time. Just give me like one mess up, and then I should be good. Oh man, trolls are here. I know ER. They were gone for a while, but now they're back. Ozone, you gotta wear eye protection to string at 88 pounds. Yeah, I would. Tony, you sent some pictures. Don't have your US Open or lots or other pics on your phone. They're on your computer, but hope you like them. Okay. Phoenix, you finished your projects. Very nice. Now on to the other homework assignments. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Jonathan. Hello. Day 19 of you waiting for your for the second ceiling fan. Well, Jonathan, it's not today. It is not today, buddy. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see. Tony, have a good one. Got to bring in a jet diesel. Not a jet diesel, but a jet diesel. Yeah, I got you, Tony. Kevin, your bronze spoiled and they say you were born a symbol unless they gave you something you didn't have to steal or have to win. Kevin coming in with rhymes? What was that a reference to, brah? Ava, you will do this emoji when I mess up, okay? That's fair. Phoenix, you hate AP Algebra 2. I don't know why you chose to do this. There's an AP Algebra 2? I thought Algebra 2 was just Algebra 2. Jonathan, oh man, I'm lost. How about a little sneak peek about it for Christmas? Maybe, sir. Maybe on Christmas. Or, what if? What if, Jonathan? I'm just saving it for New Year's. And that's the gift. On New Year's you get to see the second one. What if that's what I'm doing? What about that? William, Ozone, Quebec, her stringer said the same thing. They were wearing protection, glasses, and jacket when they're stringer ranked. Well, yeah, they're trying not to die from shrapnel. Which makes sense. Joey, you should have a good day. So should you, Joey. Yar, have I ever met Roger Federer? I have not met Roger Federer. I did get to watch him play live once, but then unfortunately his opponent did have to retire during the match, but I did get to see him play once. So that was cool. Joey, algebra is hard. See, to me, for me and when I was in school, I struggled more with geometry than I ever did algebra. Like, I absolutely could not stand, and still cannot stand proofs from geometry. Like, I absolutely, really, really hated those. Like, could not stand them. Could not. Kevin Bon Jovi won Dead or Alive. I am realizing I've never listened to those lyrics that intently. Then I like that song too. That's crazy. Adam, so what's the story about the ceiling tiles 2026? Time to replace them? You got. We'll see, Adam. I know you always come back here, and that's always the thing for you. It's the ceiling tiles, and well, maybe, dude. We'll see. Maybe I'll just move. Phoenix, you thought so too. That's why you took it. You thought it'd be easy, okay? Ava, bye. Bye, Ava. Tony, Cincy really is a good tourney. So cool you went there. I know. I've been very lucky to get to the Cincinnati Open. It's very, very nice. Jonathan, New Year's Eve? You're shocked. Bro, if you lie to me, I'm deleting your chant. I can try to wait for a little bit longer. Hold on. Hold on. But Jonathan, remember, I said, what if that's what I'm doing? And I did not say on New Year's Eve. I said in the new year. Remember, I did not say that is a definite. I said, what if that is what I've been holding out for? I did not say I would actually do it. You'll see it if I do, though. So you'll just have to be here on New Year's Eve and or January 1st to see if it actually shows up. Kevin, John McNamara is a Van Halen fan. Nice. Phoenix, you just hate math in general, dude. Well, no, don't hate math. Math is actually pretty good when it's not trying to be stupid. All right. Anyway, we have less than 10 minutes. We're at the 8-minute mark. Let's see. We're at the 8-minute mark. And so, before we go, I have to get my co-host. He has to make his appearance. So, co-host, it is time for you to show up. If you are new here or if you are not, this is co-host Kirby. He is my co-host. He will be with us for the remainder of the stream. If you have any questions for co-host Kirby, please ask away. He is here. And yes, he will be here for the rest of the time. Bass Bros. Algebra was easy. You're in Algebra 2 right now, and it seems fairly easy. For me, Algebra was the easier one. Geometry? Nah. Hated geometry. Could not stand it. My brain did not like to think in terms of shapes. Tony, you quit math when they threw numbers and letters together. Yeah. When math keeps trying me to find its X and to have it get back together with it, I'm like, no. Leave it alone. Find a new letter. ER move to LA? No. I would I would not move to LA. It is way more expensive than where I'm looking to move. But no. I have a few friends that live in LA, but I don't think I would want to move there. Jonathan, you're definitely marking it for your calendar. You can't wait to see the ceiling fan design. It better not be the first one that you saw. You're shocked right now. All right. Taryn, how do you know the ceiling fan name is Jonathan? So Taryn, ceiling fan, as you see it, his name is Jonathan because that was the name he originally had before he changed it to Ceiling Fan 16 and changed it to a picture of a ceiling fan. Before that, when he before that, his name was actually Jonathan. That is how I know what his name is. Diluted, can you turn pro? You're a 10 UTR. How are you defining turning pro? Are you defining turning pro by going, registering, and playing in a professional tournament to then where you are then considered a professional tennis player? Because if that is the definition of turning pro for you, yes, anyone can do that. If you're trying to reach the levels of success, fortune, and fame of say like Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal and Novak Djokovic, gonna be harder. Technically could be possible, but it's gonna be a lot harder to do. I also don't know how old you are, Steve, but There's potential. Taryn, what made you want to be a ceiling fan? I don't know. Ask Jonathan. John, that's very interesting. Sorry, Brody. I didn't pay attention. You're making food tonight. All good, all good. Thanks, Kirby, Curbster. Yep, Curbster's here. Oh, I see. Yes. Welcome back, Kirby. Kirby, can you turn pro? Kirby, what do you think? Do you think Steve can turn pro? He's thinking you have a chance. Kirby, why are you so pink? That's just how he's been. That was just how he was born, bro. Twilight Algebra 2 for you. Very nice. When the tennis tubers are flabbergasting over Juan Carlos Ferrero and Carlos Alcaraz split, any opinion on that? No. It's like, okay, he changed coaches. Cool. He's doing what he thinks best for him. And if it works out, great. If not, he could probably just go back and he could probably just go back to Juan Carlos. I'm assuming they have a great relationship. And if it did not end rocky, if Carlos doesn't feel like the current coach he's going to move to is giving him the same results or what he needs, then he just moves right back to Juan Carlos. Not a big deal in my eyes. Big task. Quick question: was my favorite watch? My favorite watch, I believe, it is a Casio because my parents got it for me as a graduation gift from high school, and so I've had that one since then, and I'd say that is probably my favorite watch. William said hi to you, Kirby. Very nice. Steve, what's a tennis tuber? Just a YouTuber that talks about tennis, Steve. Or their channel is majorly tennis focused. John, what? I scroll onto this live and immediately hear your name and ceiling fan in the same sentence. Well, John, the thing is, there is another person in here, also named Jonathan. If you look in the chat, the person named Ceiling Fan 16, their actual name is Jonathan. However, they changed it to Ceiling Fan 16. So, yes, that is why you heard your name. Steve, you just want one ATP point, one ATP ranking point, and an ATP profile on the website. Hey, man. It's possible. I'm not saying it isn't. It's probably going to be really hard, but it is possible. Urban Kirby Air Riders. I did not play Kirby Air Riders, but this guy right here, he was there riding the air himself. So, boom. Terran Casio makes watches. Yes, they do. Oh wait, no, I don't. My watch was not a Casio. It was a Citizen. That's what it was. Let me make sure. Citizen watch. Yes, my watch was a Citizen, not a Casio, I believe. Scott, dang, you're leaving. You're staying up, you guys. You're eating some food for the first time in a while. It's giving you energy. Scott, you've been here the whole time? What? What? You said you were leaving. You said you weren't gonna be here. Bruh. Oh, you just came back because you're making more food. Okay. I was like, hold on. If you've been here the whole time, that's insane. You just been quietly lurking the whole time. Crazy. Taryn thought they just made pianos. Ceiling fan, yep. Taryn, you feel Scott, yeah. Kawaiian? What's the red tint for? Well, the red tint is to help me sleep better because it blocks some of the blue light that comes off of my phone and my computer. So that way, if I decide to go straight to sleep after this live stream, I can get better sleep even if I don't get as much sleep. That's what the red tint's for. Can I shout you out? You lost all your subscribers. Why would you want me to shout you out then? If I'm gonna try and get someone else that has a bigger following, dude. And yo, no way, you look just like your friend's neighbor. Interesting. What? Basic white guy? Is that what your friend's neighbor is? Scott, no, you just came back because you're making more food, lol. Gotcha. Taryn, oh, that makes sense. Those are nice watches. Yeah. Andy, no, never heard of him. William, finally, bingo card, glasses stamped. Thought it wouldn't be mentioned tonight. Well, William, it was mentioned before you got here. It was actually mentioned before you got here because someone else was like, "Yo, bro, love the fit and the glasses. What are the glasses for?" And I was like, "Ah, there it is." Now the stamps on the bingo card that uh the stamps on the bingo card that were not made and not dotted tonight. One was the band everyone keeps saying I look like someone from, which is not true at all. And I'm not going to say the name so that way it doesn't end up happening before I leave here. And number two was someone calling me homosexual. Yeah, that was number two. So we got two less stamps than normal tonight. We did not get bingo, I would say, but we did get quite a few of them. So there we go. Phoenix, dude, you need to make a bingo card. Getting there, you're on a diet. Why do you have to be on a diet? I don't know, dude. Why do you have to be on a diet? Phoenix, food. All right. All right. Well, so indeed, no, they didn't call me one. They didn't call me a homosexual. They called me a trans. They called me trans. I think those are two different things. I'm not entirely sure though. Anyway, we have crossed the 2 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. So, yeah, it is about that time, Phoenix. So, that being said, thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Kirby had a great time for the 10 minutes he was here. And he hopes you did too. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. It means a lot. You took time out of your day to come hang out with us and just talk about whatever. And yeah, it means a lot to me. It really does. So, with that being said, thank you again. And as always, take care. Oh, there it is. Dot the bingo card.